Welcome to Kickin' with the Rickens, redefining retirement. Gerry Ricken and Heidi Ricken Provost want to help you retire with purpose and live with joy. Find more information, including how to reach the team, in today's show notes. Now, Kickin' with the Rickens, powered by Ricken Financial.
As always, thanks for streaming the Kickin' with the Rickens podcast. We are here with retirement planner Heidi Ricken Provost alongside licensed insurance professional Gerry Ricken, as Big Voice just said. Get all the information here in the show notes about Ricken Financial. My name is Mark Owens, and hanging with the ladies and fish fries, but not so much together at the same time. How are y'all doing this week?
Great. How about you, Mark?
I've got no complaints. Life is good. So what's going on in the world of Heidi, Gerry Ricken? What's going on with you guys?
I just had a wonderful event. It's actually an annual event that I have the pleasure of hosting each year, because if you've ever tuned in before or met me or seen some of the pictures on the wall, you know I'm slightly passionate about empowering women, probably because I'm one of 2% of financial advisors are female.
I think so.
Yeah.
You are the 1%
like
of the 2%. Can I put that out there?
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Like that?
Oh yeah. You know, it's a passion of mine. So I think we don't spend enough time celebrating women. And I'm not saying we need to be put on a pedestal. However, sometimes we get left behind, especially in the world of finance. So I get to host Galentine's each year. It's a made-up holiday that Leslie Knope created on Parks and Rec. However, it's turned into something pretty cool, I think. And it's the day before Valentine's Day. Not all of us have a Valentine to celebrate Valentine's Day with. So that's one of my reasons for doing it too, is I think, you know, one day a year you deserve to feel a little special.
Amen.
And so I invite my female clients to come to dinner, cocktail hour and dinner, and bring their Galentine, their, you know, best girlfriend. And we just get to celebrate our friendships and life. And it's awesome. And I had so much fun, and I can't wait to do it again next year. So it's definitely an annual event.
Is there any business that happens, or is this just girls, just me and my girls just hanging out and just living our best life?
The only business that occurred was a couple of, touching base with a couple people to make sure they're okay.
Right.
But that, that was really it, because we're all going through some stuff occasionally too. And, when you become a client of ours, we love you and you become a member of our family. And when you're going through a tough time, wherever we see you, we're going to give you an extra hug and make sure you're okay.
I love that.
So that was the only quote unquote business. Otherwise, the business of the room was just getting to celebrate life. Oh yeah. And enjoy a little bit of wine, Introduced the room to orange wine, which is one of my favorites.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, I just learned something.
Yeah, go back up. Wait, you introduced Mark to orange wine. What is this?
I'm going to have to send you some, Mark. It's a type of white wine that's age different, so the color is actually orange.
Okay. I'm looking it up right now.
Uh-huh. And, we were at an Italian restaurant, and shockingly, French and Italian wines are primarily what they make orange wine out of. So.
Okay, so it's like a white wine. It's just fermented differently.
It's yes, and the taste is just slightly different.
Interesting.
Ice? I mean, do you not ice chilled? Do you serve it chilled?
Yes.
Don't tempt me with a good time. Hey,
okay, so
warning.
Here's what I've learned. Since the boys have FOMO and they don't get to go to Galentine's, I need to host an orange wine night at some point in time.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Aren't you glad you were invited to our event?
Well, yeah. Come drink orange wine. That's going to be a draw for a lot of guys.
Man.
It really will be.
Dude,
maybe we can throw some axes or something too.
No, by the end of the night, it looks like you just went elbow deep in a bag of Cheetos because you're all orange mouth and everything. But it was worth it.
Oh, yeah.
That's fantastic. And then, Gerry, you had a big event too, or I don't know if it was a big event, but, Heidi's out there drinking orange wine. You're out here frying fish. What's going on?
The first fish fry of the season. It is Lent. Ladies and gentlemen, come to Our Lady of the Pillar, right by Chaminade High School on Lindbergh and in Creve Coeur, and enjoy one of the best fish fries. In fact, we had, 2 years in a row that we were voted best fish fry that we finally pulled out last year and let somebody else win.
Very good of you.
Actually pulled out of the competition. I'm serious about that. But every Friday during Lent, including Good Friday, we are at Our Lady of the Pillar volunteering for our fish fry, our annual fish fry. And it's one of the best fish fries in the entire country.
Would you like to share with the crowd what you get to do?
I am affectionately called a dish dog. What that means is I do the dishes along with a group of other individuals. And, we sit there and clean dishes all night and, sing and have some fun and just kind of hang out.
So I got a question. So what makes your fish so good that you've won multiple awards? What makes yours so special?
Rick Bialzak.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Continue.
Mr. Rick Bialzak is the master of fish fries, and he is the magic sauce behind our fish fry.
Okay.
He was in a restaurant business for years and years and years, and he orchestrates the kitchen like a fine-tooth operation. I mean, it's unbelievable how efficient and how fresh everything is.
Ooh.
So it's all about the freshness, and it's all about getting it from the fryer or the oven to the plate within a few minutes.
And I think what makes us so entirely special is that the whole Ricken Provost family is in the kitchen putting their love in each plate. You guys aren't just eating fish, you're eating fish made with love from all of us in that kitchen.
And it's a huge community building environment, and everybody has fun. I mean, when you look out into our Parish Life Center, affectionately called the Parish Life Center, it's actually our gym. You see a mass of people. I mean, we
there are times people have to wait an hour in line to eat, which is kind of crazy to me. However, what makes it also delicious is the bar.
Yes, there's a full bar. There it
is.
There fresh margaritas every night.
There it is.
They're little experiences. It's more of it's not a dining out.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dining experience when you come to Our Lady of the Pillar.
Do you bring any orange wine? Who said was orange wine? And
that could be
fish?
a new addition this year.
Would that complement each other? I'm not smart enough.
Oh, actually, yes. So my other friend, Mark, who works in the kitchen with us, is a big foodie. And the two of us, for those who work in the kitchen, we can't eat off of the line, obviously, because we have to follow health code with what we're doing. So we put little snacks in a different part of the kitchen. I should do a pairing with Mark, and we'll do orange wine and some sort of probably shrimp or something.
Oh, I love that.
Love the idea, yeah. Mark. Thanks for giving it to us.
Yeah. That's what we do.
Yeah.
We're all in this together, right? Maybe that's another award, the best pairing, because you can't win the best fish anymore. You've already taken that award so much that you've had to shut it down. So now take away the award for the best pairing for the fish fry.
I love that. You want to be a judge?
Oh, yes. Okay.
Well, as you can tell, everything we do in our world, we find purpose with.
Right.
If there's something that we're doing and it's not really feeding our soul, we're not going to give it our all, and we're not going to do it. And as you can tell, Galentine's Day and fish fries, these are things that feed Gerry and my soul and that bring us joy on a daily basis.
And the other thing, Heidi mentioned Galentine's Day. We have events like that throughout the entire year that are open to everyone, not just females. And I have FOMO with the Galentine's Day shirt.
I do apologize. That is the only annual event that is just for the women. Maybe you can do Palentine's and host the dudes or something.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Wait, don't you already do that? Isn't it called the man bath or something like that?
Well, that hasn't been open to clients yet, but that could happen.
But
you have to word that a little bit different on the flyer.
That's true.
Oh yes, yeah, so that they know what it is.
Yeah.
If you're curious about what that is, go into our show and type in the word man bath, and you'll find an episode previously where Gerry got to go into detail about what that is to make the guy feel special when you get married. We'd like to do everything we do wholeheartedly, and we dive in head first and bring as much joy as we can to everything we do, because what Gerry and I get to do on a daily basis is what we were put on this earth to do. It brings us joy, it feeds our soul, and that's serving our clients. So I'd love to chat about what that looks like from your perspective, because I think sometimes not everyone's in the financial world. We're not all created equal. And sometimes the fear of the unknown of what is this even going to look like if I come meet with you guys might stop some people from meeting with us. So let's chat about what that looks like, whether you're coming in from listening to us on this podcast or our radio show, or you came to a seminar or a client appreciation event with one of your friends, you're a referral, maybe you saw us on TV, however you came across us, the first time we meet, it's actually not about us at all.
It's all about you. Mm-hmm. It's all about the purpose approach. That we've named it the purpose approach because it's all about what's your purpose in life going to be in retirement, and how can we assist you in in living that purpose and living that dream and living the joy that we want you to experience when you retire?
So the first time we meet, you're going to be shocked by how much time we don't spend talking about money.
Mhm.
We spend quite a bit of time getting to know you as a human being. We want to know what your goals are, what your aspirations are, what you want to do with your time, and how you're going to bring joy into your life while you're retired. Because not all retirements are created equal. And some people are going to get so much joy out of watching their grandkids or going on vacation or volunteering in the community or playing pickleball or golf. And every single one of us has a different idea of what we want to do with our time that's going to make our life have value. And we're going to spend quite a bit of time getting to know what that looks like for you. What does your family look like? What do you, if you're working right now, what do you do with your time outside of work? And, is that going to feed into your retirement years? And what's important to you? Because the money can work really no matter what's important to you, but we need to ensure that the money is working as hard for you as you worked for it when it comes to your goals. So, are you in your forever home? Do we have big expenses we need to account for? Do you need to do, if you are in your forever home and you need to put laundry on the first floor or redo the kitchen or whatever, we're going to plan for that too. So the first appointment when you come see us, we're going to spend a lot of time talking about you. And then we are going to go through some of those finances too, because we need to ensure that we know, where your investments are, what your expenses look like, all that kind of jazz, so that we can actually put the financial plan together. But it really starts foremost with you and what's going to bring you joy.
Mhm.
Then we dive into what your income needs are in retirement. Because when you are working or you own a business, you have a paycheck. And that paycheck comes every month, every 2 weeks, twice a month, whenever, every weekly. It comes on a regular basis. We want to ensure that you have regular income, because one of our mottos is, as long as you have blood pressure, we want you to have income, because we never want you to outlive your income. And that's the goal of our income plan. And the income plan also incorporates how that income is taxed. And that creates a huge opportunity for us in tax planning. And Heidi, why don't you talk a little bit about tax planning on not only the income plan, but on everything else that we do?
Of course. So we are going to ask you to bring in the statements for your current financial investments, as well as a copy of the last 2 years of tax returns, because everything we do, we want to look at it before and after tax. We want to ensure that the numbers are going to work for you once the IRS gets their cut. So, we take a look at, where are you now if you don't make any changes? How is the taxation going to play out in your world? And when we add all of that and a little bit more up, but those are the basics that we start with in that first appointment. Then we're going to set a time for us to get back together. And in the interim, it's our time to do some homework. We're going to do some analyses on what you currently have in those investments. We're going to put together an entire plan for your life through age 100, showing all the ins and outs if you don't make any changes. Then we get back together, and in subsequent meetings, the first thing we do is we let the numbers speak for themselves, because the numbers don't lie, and we want to see, is that money working for you as effectively as it can be if you don't make any changes in your financial world? Because you might be just fine and not need to do anything. But if there's a way to save on taxes, or to ensure that you don't run out of money and that you're matching your risk tolerance, or to plan out, the proper withdrawal order, the proper tax diversification, the proper market diversification, there are so many things that you may or may not be utilizing effectively in your current retirement strategy. So the numbers are going to show us that. And if there's room for improvement, we're going to show you how we can help you improve those numbers.
And a lot of people, when they come to us, they have some preconceived notions on how retirement works. One of the biggest misconceptions that people believe is that the day I retire is the day I draw Social Security benefits. And that may not necessarily be the best thing for you and your family. So we take a deep dive into that as well. We analyze pensions, Social Security, Medicare, all the things that you don't really need to worry about while you're working. We worry about those for you when you're retired.
We know that retirement is an exciting time, but it's also a terrifying time. When you don't have the full picture of everything and you don't know where to begin, please know you're not alone. It is so scary to think you might be working 40 years as a creature of habit. For 40 years, you're sticking money aside for the future. You're working hard for your money. And then all of a sudden, one day, you're just supposed to wake up and let that money work for you. If you don't know where to begin, you're not alone, because guess what? You've never retired before.
Yeah.
But it's our job to help alleviate those fears, because we have helped hundreds of people retire. And we've seen some of the different things that we need to ensure you're planning for. And we can help put that holistic picture together. When push comes to shove and retirement is here, we want you to enjoy your time. We don't want you spending all of your days worried about the finances. So when those numbers show us that there is some room for improvement, and maybe you need to make a few tweaks or changes to ensure that your tax plan is taken care of, your income needs are met, you're matching your risk tolerance when it comes to your market risk. You know, there are so many different things that the numbers could show you we need to improve. We'll show you how we can improve them. And here's what that really means.
So what that means is entrusting us with your financial life. And what that means is we will do the tax planning for you, but the only way you'll get that tax planning is we'll also be your asset manager. We will evaluate your risk and make sure that you are investing the way your risk tolerance says you should be investing, so that if we have bumps in the market, the bumps won't hurt as badly. So we just want you to understand that you will entrust us with your portfolio management, your tax planning, your income plan, your life insurance needs, your long-term care needs, your Medicare needs, your Social Security planning. The list goes on and on and on. But it all starts with the basis of trusting us to manage your assets.
And ensuring that the purpose approach is meeting you exactly where you are and feeding your soul and bringing you joy in retirement, so that you get to live your purpose and you don't have to worry about that money.
The purpose approach from the team at Ricken Financial: retire with purpose, live with joy. We invite you to reach out. You can find all the contact information here in the show notes. And Heidi, you said it a couple of seconds ago, man, if you don't know where to begin, you're not alone. It can be exciting. It can be a little overwhelming when you're thinking about retiring and clocking out for the last time. And am I going to have the income to last as long as I do? What about Social Security? What about taxes? These are all questions that the team at Ricken Financial get every single day. We invite you to reach out, begin this conversation. Again, take advantage of the purpose approach. You can find it, information, the phone number, the website, all that. You can find it right here in the show notes. Well, I think that's a good time, good place to hit pause for this week's show, talking about the process at Ricken Financial. So for my orange wino, for my dish dog, thank you so much for the information. Thank you for the education this week. We are back next week. But before we get out of here, take us home.
Every day is a holiday.
Life is short. Laugh hard.
This has been Kickin' with the Rickens, redefining retirement.
Insurance products are offered through the insurance business Ricken Financial LLC. Ricken Financial LLC is also an investment advisory practice that offers products and services through Impact Partnership Wealth LLC, a registered investment advisor. IPW does not offer insurance products. The insurance products offered by Ricken Financial LLC are not subject to investment advisor requirements. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal. Any references to protection, safety, or lifetime income generally refer to fixed insurance products, never securities or investments. Insurance guarantees are backed by the financial strength and claims paying abilities of the issuing carrier. This podcast is intended for informational purposes only. It is not intended to be used as the sole basis for financial decisions, nor should it be construed as advice designed to meet the particular needs of an individual situation. Ricken Financial LLC is not permitted to offer, and no statement made during the show shall constitute tax or legal advice. Our firm is not affiliated with or endorsed by the U.S. government or any governmental agency. The information and opinions contained herein, provided by third parties, have been obtained from sources believed to be reliable, but accuracy and completeness cannot be guaranteed by Ricken Financial LLC.
Please remember that converting an employer plan account to a Roth IRA is a taxable event. Increased taxable income from the Roth IRA conversion may have several consequences. Be sure to consult with a qualified tax advisor before making any decisions regarding your IRA.
Tax preparation and tax advisory services are offered through Ricken Financial. These services are not offered by IPW and are not subject to investment advisor requirements. These services referenced are an outside business activity not offered through or supervised by IPW.